The last one got 80 views.
Which one? Yesterday or the one Marcus?
The one with Marcus.
Damn.
Like, I don't know who's watching this shit because it's like just for fun. It's not like as serious as my other ones that were like to get like clients.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I talked about like film and stuff like that sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And like Providence.
His mom watches it.
Yeah. At some point with the sound mixer, we could probably do it live. Cause the sound mixer is like insanely like versatile.
Really?
Yeah, it has
How
sound
do you do
effects.
that?
Like you can even give
What
it.
do you mean live?
Like live stream it.
As like live stream the yeah.
Yeah, you can even give it controls to change camera angles and shit.
Oh,
Really?
that's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's awesome.
No.
Yeah.
Today I got a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
I
know.
also got a tetanus shot yesterday.
Oh my god, no way. Why did you get one?
Because I had a checkup for the first time in like 2 fucking years.
Is it something that's mandatory?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
a lot of things, yeah.
It's like once you reach a certain age, you get like
I've
there's
never
like a
had
couple
one.
that you should get.
Well, no, you had one 10 years ago.
Oh, like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's for like rust, right? Like
Yeah.
if you get
Yeah, when you
scratched
get
by
cut.
something rusty.
When you get cut and stuff.
Yeah.
No, it hurts so bad.
Yeah,
And
mine still hurts.
the nurse drew blood for me 6 times. Like, she poked me 6 times, and I'm all bruised because
Jesus.
she couldn't get any blood.
I've never had that happen.
I've never had it happen either, but it did.
I think it's like a normal thing. Like where sometimes the nurse just be fucking up.
Yeah.
I hear about it. It's not
Yeah.
like this like new. It sucks when it happens, but it's not like
It
some new
happened a lot
thing.
with my dad. He would have to get IVs everywhere. When I was little, it would happen with me. I would have to get like an IV in my ankle sometimes.
I think if you get a lot of shots, isn't it harder too for them to do it?
I actually don't know.
That's why they'll do the shot after.
What do you mean after?
Like they can choose whether or not they do it before or after they draw blood. So it doesn't matter whether or not they do it before. Do you
What do you mean after?
Well,
they-
I think it would be harder to find the vein because there'd be less blood in the body and the vein would be smaller.
I also meant in general.
Oh,
like if
okay.
someone in general has like more shots, isn't it harder?
Maybe.
I have no idea, actually.
I don't know the facts
I
behind
feel
that.
like I don't know. Would you develop like scar tissue or some shit?
Oh, that'd be if they like really fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
But
happens sometimes too.
Yeah.
they'll
seen
have
it
to like
happen.
draw blood from your foot because they almost did it. They almost were done and said, we're going to have to draw blood from your foot. Like that's the
Bro,
next
do you
step.
went to like
Or-
Target to get her like thing?
No, I went
Like
to a good
Walmart's,
urgent
like-
care. It was a really nice urgent care.
You know India Point Park?
Yeah.
You know like the field in the back?
Not
like there's like a
familiar.
soccer
Oh,
field.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And you know there's like these big ass power lines.
Yeah.
They're getting rid
Are you
of
talking
those.
about Gano? Gano Park?
Is that
Yeah, it is Gano.
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh.
right where the bridge is, I think.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's where
bridge
the
that everyone
ferry
goes out
leaves
onto.
from. Isn't it where where the fireworks show happens? Right?
I don't know if the ferry lives in there, does it?
I don't know.
The
I know the
fireworks
fireworks definitely are there.
The fireworks show happens like not on the field, like not
I
on
know
a
it's
soccer
like more
field.
centered
It's like
where that hill is.
yes, exactly.
No, but where the field is and all those power lines are, they're getting rid of them.
oh, okay. Is
Which
that,
is
Oh,
cool
yeah.
because they're kind of ugly.
are you talking about the soccer field?
Like around that area, there's like these big ass like electrical wires.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
they're yeah, it's probably like transformers or something for the
Yeah.
power grid.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are transformers, bro.
That's what they're called.
No, they're getting rid of it though.
What's their purpose? Initially,
Well, they're like transformers. Like it's like
Transformer what? Bumblebee?
yeah.
No, they're important for the power grid. I'm not exactly sure what they do.
Have
But
you seen footage of those blowing up?
oh yeah.
They spark like
Oh
crazy.
no! I've seen
And
them spark but
balloons-
not blow up.
Balloons will hit them and then they blow up.
Yeah.
And I've seen like there's like a subreddit for like UFO sightings.
Mm-hmm.
And someone's like, look what I saw. And it's like a circle in the sky, like getting bigger and bigger.
Oh my god!
And they're like, someone commented, they're like, that's what happens when a transformer explodes.
Are you
It, like,
talking
it makes
about,
like this
like-
weird
Oh,
circular
yeah.
shape that just like goes up
Because
into the
it's
sky.
so much energy in such a small area,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit gets weird.
Dude, it's crazy how many wires are just like in the street.
Oh yeah,
I've seen like videos of people climbing them for fun and they get electrocuted.
yeah. Because in like a lot of cities, they bury the telephone wires so that people
Oh,
don't fuck
really?
with them. Yeah, and that's what they want to do in Providence, but it's really expensive to like
Yeah, it
take
sounds
them down
expensive.
and then bury them.
Wouldn't
It
it
sounds
also
like
be like
it would
really
have been
expensive?
better to do it in the beginning.
That too.
Yeah,
But still, like,
but then it's expensive to
it's-
work on them.
Yeah, still. Well, there's still shit like the
Yeah.
water. They have to like fucking cut through the cement every time they want to work on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. They're also still adjusting the highway.
Yeah.
RI-10
They're
or
gonna,
some shit.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
that
Rhode
shit
Island
is
10.
so bad.
Yeah,
It's
they're
unbelievable.
still changing-
The only one I
Dude,
like
it's
is the one that
massive.
comes like
The one over-
to
or-
Westminster. I like that one.
The
'cause
one
it-
over there.
Or no, Broadway. The one that leads right out to Broadway now. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that
I
one.
haven't been on the one that goes like up. Over
Oh,
there.
that's if you're going from Cranston to like
That's just-
Situate or
That's been
or-
happening since I was like in high school.
yeah.
Like that shit. You know what else has been happening and finally ended? The one near the mall. Where
Oh,
in the
yeah.
mall you can usually cross a bridge to just kind of get where the Coca-Cola is. But that bridge was like being constructed on for so long.
Yeah, the
and so
Dean,
was
the
that
Dean
traffic
Street Bridge.
light.
Yeah.
That traffic light, so you had to go around. Like you had to go around Providence Place Mall, pass by like the apartments, and then like go into the yield.
that
So
took
it's like
towards,
when you're coming
forever.
from like Atwell's and you turn and you can turn left now. Is that what you're talking about?
It's like where Paul Coffee is or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Oh,
that's-
yeah, that
that's
is
where
what
that
it
is.
is.
Yeah. They do a lot of shit, but they take a long time.
The thing is, they do a lot
And
of
that
things
does-
that aren't even like benefiting too much. Like there could be other
That
things that
traffic
could be
light was
done.
helpful, but
Yeah.
it took so long.
There's other things that could be done with the money they're using just to like make it look
Yeah.
remotely better. But
Well, because they're trying really hard in Providence right now.
yeah,
Like they're just doing everything, which it looks a lot better.
like the bridge and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like the jewelry district's getting a lot of like emphasis
Yeah.
because they added the bridge, the CIC. They're putting like what is it? They're putting like an apartment building next to CIC that's gonna have like a grocery store in it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, didn't you find out what grocery store it was? Or was that for something else?
That might have been for something else.
Also, there's like in Warwick, there's like a hurricane coming.
A hurricane
What?
Yeah, Hurricane
What?
Carol.
near the beaches.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wow. Do you know when?
No,
Or how
I just
severe it
saw
might
it
be?
somewhere. It said like I saw it somewhere. It was like Warwick prepares for Hurricane Carol, which is a dumb name by the way. But
You see the names of the hurricanes? They'll just name them anything now.
I forgot what they like used to decide the name.
I think it used to be like a Greek thing.
No, it's just like some
Now it's
lady
just
they
some
saw like
lady.
while going to work.
The lady who identified it. Maybe
oh
they're
wait, is
naming
that
it.
what it is?
Maybe. That's my best guess. Oh, I like your case.
Thanks.
What is it?
It's tigers.
Oh my
That
god.
shit looks like
it looks
Muay
like
Thai.
fish.
Like some
Yeah.
Muay Thai
No, it
thing.
looks like fish. Looks like my cat.
In Los Angeles, speaking of like budget blah blah, blah, they have like flying taxis coming soon.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I would just fly to Los
like
Angeles to
helicopter
try it.
taxis type
I would
things.
try it. Just to
Look.
try it?
I have a picture. That's like the like
Oh. I mean, LA is like the only place that people can afford that shit.
yeah, and there's so much traffic. It's like the only people that would actually like genuinely like need that.
Well, because
Yeah,
you
they
could do it in New
definitely
York
need it.
City, but there's too many buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think New York City like just works the way it is.
Yeah.
Los Angeles traffic is insane.
Really?
It's insane. From what
But
I
yeah,
hear.
I just hear that it's like crazy.
I've never been past
No, I've never been.
anywhere west past
Well, that's
Arizona.
everyone just talks about LA traffic.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's like a thing.
yeah, like even like YouTubers they'll like say stuff about LA traffic.
Like New York's not that bad. I've lived in New York for part of my time. It's not that bad.
yeah.
I like it.
I spent a lot of time in New York. It's really not.
I don't really
Terrible.
like being there.
Really,
I don't like
love
being
New
in the
York.
It's a weird
city of
feeling.
it.
I want to live in the city for like a year or two.
No,
It
too
seems
much
like a
money.
cool thing to do for a bit.
It's really expensive.
Way too expensive.
But some of the music schools I want to go to for grad school are in New York.
That's
and
cool.
So that's probably what I'm going to do.
When I was growing up, I really wanted to pursue a music career, and I really wanted to go to New York to do like Broadway and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, but it was a phase because I was watching Glee, so that was my phase. But New York's really cool. I just don't like the city too much. Everything else is really nice.
It seems like the type of place that like you could be in for a short period of time and it's like really cool, but after you're there long, like you wouldn't be happy anymore.
Yeah.
Like you'd get tired. I feel like I'd get kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. It seems like there's a lot going on there, so maybe not.
I don't think I'd get tired of it. I just don't think I want to spend the money, even if I had it on something like that. Like living there.
Yeah, it's really expensive there.
Yeah.
Rhode Island's already pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Rhode Island's going to get more expensive. Once Providence gets fixed, people are going to start moving here, and it's going to get really expensive soon.
It's
buy a
already
house
been
now.
ranked like one of the like most expensive recently.
It's number 9.
Where?
Rhode Island's like number 9 most expensive state to live in.
Yeah.
Marcus told us that the other day as we
Yeah.
were searching it.
What do you think? You think location has like a big contribution to like how happy you would be?
Yeah. I think it depends, though.
Is that like the first step?
To what?
Like being happy?
It's like living in a place that you really like.
Yeah, or would it be like doing something you like?
It's more
'Cause-
sense like change because you just
Yeah, I
might not be
guess.
happy with like your overall everything. So just changing something about it.
Going somewhere new would help with that. though.
Yeah. It's like a big step to take if you're ready for it, but it will benefit you so much if you're able to take it.
What do you think leads to happiness?
Damn.
It's a
Too
big-
deep. Too deep.
No, but like what do you think would? Probably just doing something you like every day.
Yeah.
I really think it's like if your job is doing something you like every day, or the majority of your day you get to do something you like.
I think it's that, but it's also you have to focus on like not freaking out about little things.
Yeah.
Or even about big things. Just being as calm as you possibly can.
like
Because
stoic.
life is so stressful. Like it's insane.
And it literally is like weird because like none of it's always hard not to get all deep, but like none of it even matters and people stress about stuff
Yeah.
like so hard.
Well, because especially when you're like our age.
yeah.
Because I've asked my mom before. I was like, "What would you do? You wish you could tell your younger self?" And she was like, "To just relax."
Well, like here's what happens. It's like you would probably tell your like 10-year-old self that because you were stressed about like math equations you were learning.
Yeah.
It's like this never like the stress begins like as soon as you get into like anything where you have responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you get into like first or like kindergarten, you have homework now.
Yeah.
And you stress. Because
Yeah.
it's like level to like your like what you know.
Yeah.
So you're like stressing about homework. Then the next year you're stressing about like some other shit.
The more you know, the more stressed you get.
Yeah, then you're stressing about like mortgage. And then like you're like, oh wow, back then I was stressing about like my high school crush. Now I have like to pay like car stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just like keeps going on.
Do you think your 10-year-old self will be happy with where you are today?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Me
But
too.
at 10 I pictured I pictured myself just like I didn't think that far ahead, but I pictured myself doing like similar stuff to what I already was doing, which is in a way kind of true, because I was like making stuff.
Yeah.
Like, my whole life.
I think I am getting close to the things that I wanted when I was 10 years old.
Yeah, which was what
I wanted
music
to be a musician. When I
Yeah.
I think it was like when we were in like 6th or 7th grade, I realized that I really wanted to do it. And then when we were in 8th grade, I started getting good at it and thought like, oh, I might be able to do this.
Yeah. Do people ever in the beginning did you consider like even like how much money you would make?
I
And
mean,
did that like discourage you?
yeah, because the thing is,
that happens with like
it's
most
different because it's actually not as bad as people think. because
It's
I remember
good.
watching like an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and they had like the whole plot was like the principal oboe of the New York Philharmonic had stolen his own instrument for the insurance money.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual principal of the oboe or the actual principal oboe of the New York Philharmonic makes like $300K a year from the New York Philharmonic alone, and he probably teaches at Juilliard and all these other places. He makes
Yeah.
bank. He's fine, and like
Yeah.
so that kind of stuff. Like my teacher, she teaches at like a 2 or 3 colleges and plays in the New York City Opera, and she probably makes like $200K a year.
Damn.
Yeah, like
That's
if you're
music
good,
music is
then you're fine. It's just if you like really suck, then you can make it. You get in an orchestra where you get paid like $15K a year and have to work at.
is it the
McDonald's
type
on
of
the
thing
side.
where like there's like serious levels to it where like you could be like 90% good, but like then you don't make shit. You have to be like
yeah,
up there.
I mean the thing is because it's not like most other jobs where you can interview and then your personality gets you the job. The only thing that gets you the job as a musician is being better than everybody else.
Yeah.
So you don't even really have an opportunity to sell yourself. You have an opportunity to play for the conductor, and if he's like, I want you, then he wants you. But like there's no talking involved. Sometimes your resume helps a little bit,
Yeah.
but
And I'm guessing they're not the type of people that are like, I'd rather get someone I can teach than someone like
well, no, not for orchestras. They want a
someone
complete
who's just
package
like
already.
ready to go.
Yeah,
What do you play?
flute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I played the clarinet for 6 years. I
Yeah.
really liked it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's
yeah,
like
the wind instruments are really cool.
They are.
That's crazy.
Because I remember you asked me whether I did it because I was good at it or I did it because I liked it. And I
Yeah.
thought about that
That's
for
like
a long
a
time.
big question.
Yeah. Well, I do it
Yeah,
because
it happens a lot.
at first
Happens
I like
in sports a lot too.
yeah. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm good at this, and I didn't really listen to that much classical music, and then I think it was like a year or two ago I started getting really into it, and now I really like it a lot, and it's like I do it because I really love it.
And you're in school now, right?
Yeah.
What are you studying in school?
Music.
Music?
Yeah.
Are you focused on anything? Like how do music degrees work typically?
Well, you can do. I mean, it depends on the genre. Like if you jazz, you just do jazz studies. Classical, I'm doing a performance degree, so I just learn music theory, learn about pitch, learn about music history, and all that kind of thing. And then once I graduate, most people get their masters in music performance, which is what I'm going to do. Hopefully at Manhattan School of Music, but we'll see. And then from there, depending on what you want to do, if you want to be a chamber musician and you play in like small groups, those are the people that make no money at all. Like you really make nothing. But if you
Damn.
orchestras, like the starting pay at the Boston Symphony is 180. Like
Damn.
yeah,
Is it the type of thing though, like where if you don't like go all the way, you like won't make
no,
a
you
career out
you
of it?
can't. Because I learned this.
Like if you don't end up in like one of those things,
Yeah, I mean you
are you just like fucked?
not necessarily. I mean, because you can get just like a normal person job.
Yeah.
Because
Is it-
I realized that you just need a college degree. You don't even really need to be that
Yeah.
qualified. Like I know people
Well,
with
yeah,
a
'cause
flute
they can
performance
train you
degree
and stuff.
working at insurance companies making $100K a year.
Yeah, because they train you in the end and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's okay, Willie. It's okay. It like is it like art where it's like like people who go to RISD for let's say like fashion design
Yeah.
or like sculpting. Is it even similar to that, or is that much like more? You have to be like much. Is it more rare to get
I don't think
known as a
there's
sculptor or like a musician?
I don't
I-
think there's a comparison.
I don't think there's
really.
super
They're both
comparison. They are, yeah. But the thing is, there's not like organized groups of artists that get paid as a group.
I guess yeah.
And so like art, like for you have to, people like you because of your medium and because of the way you express yourself.
Yeah.
So like if you're a painter, people are like, oh, this is a great painter. But in an orchestra, like it's a group of people.
Yeah.
And so you all get paid as a unit. And if you make a mistake as a musician, you still get paid. Although
Yeah.
if you make enough mistakes, you get fired. They fired the principal trumpeter of the Boston Symphony Orchestra a few weeks ago
Why? Because he messed
because
up a lot.
I think he made a mistake. I think he made a couple mistakes on like big solos that everybody knew, and then they kicked him out and they fired him, and so the trumpet teacher took his spot.
Is it like intense?
It can
Like
be.
that fucking, you know that movie with the drummer guy?
It's not that intense because a lot of it depends on where you go, but
Yeah.
because some teachers will be like that. Like when my flute teacher was studying in Europe, she had this teacher where she came into a lesson and he was like, "How old are you?" And she said like 25 or something, and he goes, "No." And
Yeah.
she was like, "Why?" He
Then
goes, "You're too old to get good enough. Just leave." And he kicked her out. And then and then the thing is, she's really good now. But like teachers will be super mean to you. Like my teacher's not mean. She just like she yells when she gets excited. Like if I'm playing well, she like gets excited. But I know some of the other teachers at Heart. This one woman who gets in trouble sometimes. She'll she'll be like, "Oh, that was terrible. Like that was really bad," and make some students feel bad about themselves.
Damn.
And then, but some
That's almost like counterproductive.
it is counterproductive because a lot of other teachers do the opposite, where they'll be like, "Oh, well, that wasn't very good. You can try it again. Try maybe doing this."
Yeah.
But some teachers will be like, "This is completely unacceptable." Like there was some guy who was super good who came from Europe to give a class at Heart, and some girl played a wrong note and he flipped out. He was like, "Wrong notes are never acceptable. Like you're a senior conservatory. This should never happen."
Is that something that really does never happen? Like a wrong note?
Well, it depends on the level you're at. For me, like the type of mistakes I make now aren't wrong notes. Like I never play wrong notes. It's like it wasn't clear enough, or like
Or like
the
incorrect
notes
tempo or something
yeah,
like
incorrect
that?
tempo. If I rush a little bit, the intonation's bad. Like I'm sharp or flat.
Yeah.
Besides teachers, it's also a
Maths
really
and
competitive
specific.
environment too with your
Yeah,
peers.
yeah. Some schools try to get rid of that, and some schools don't. There was like some of the conservatories in Boston. One of them, I think it was Boston Conservatory. I don't think they told anyone about it because they were pretty embarrassed that it happened. But this girl left her flute in a practice room, and some girl came in and bent all the keys up. That is like a $10,000 problem. Like she probably had to buy a whole new flute.
Definitely.
And like they did that because
She wanted her to like
because she
make
wanted
mistakes.
she wanted her to fall behind because she wouldn't have a flute to practice on.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's like some people go
Damn.
crazy. There was this one story about some pianist at Juilliard who put razor blades in between the keys, so if you hit two keys at the same time, it would cut your finger. And so he like took out a lot of the competition because they cut their fingers on the piano while they were playing, and had to like wait weeks for it to heal.
Oh wow.
Like some people are crazy.
What are they competing for? Like a position?
be
like
the
on
best.
like jobs
To be
like
the
because you
best,
because
too.
it's like as I said before, it's not like any other job. Like you have to be the best to get a job.
Because it's not like musicians and arts, any type of art, they're not in demand, but there always wants to be someone who wants to be the best and the top and produce different types of music. It's like we're always going to need doctors and we're always going to need nurses. Obviously, there's a competition there, but in a competition like arts, it's like there's only so many that they can pick without having like an empty spot.
Yeah.
Like you can always need to, like, not discrediting music at all or art. It's just you need more spots in a different field than.
Have you ever been like sabotaged?
No, I don't think so. I mean, because some schools try to eliminate like that. Like my school, it's not ultra competitive. Like there's a couple kids in my studio who are, like I found out this kid talks mad shit in Chinese because he's a foreign exchange student. And one of my other friends who's a foreign exchange student was like, "Yo, this kid is a douchebag. You just can't tell because he says all his shit in Chinese."
To himself or other people that speak Chinese?
He says usually sometimes he's talking to himself and sometimes he talks shit to other people who speak Chinese. And like he'll be like, "Oh, you suck," like telling other Chinese students that.
What?
Yes, no, some people are assholes.
I can see that. Like, it seems like the
But
type
then
of thing where
some,
someone
but
would
then
be
some
like,
people go
"Asshole."
too far the other direction where they're like, where you play terribly and they're like, oh, that was so good. And I'm like, no, it wasn't.
What?
Turn it off.
Oh.
Goodbye.
What? See ya.
Dun, dun, dun. This one.
Yeah.
I could've just muted it.
Sorry, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye, John.
See ya.
Bye, Lily.
What's something that you did in your life that you like wish you did sooner? Like that like had such a big impact you like wish you've like done it sooner. Willie.
I think I realized that as hard as like as much as kind of stupid as it sounds, putting effort into relaxing and like calming down and not getting upset about things is really important.
It's like underrated.
It's crazy underrated because like I don't think people appreciate how much easier it is to think about your problems and to fix your problems when you're not freaking out.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I used to
like,
freak out.
in
Like
what way?
Like all the time, like especially in middle school, because like I got terrible grades in middle school, and my parents, because my sister got fantastic grades.
That happened to me too.
I don't know if I told you. Oh yeah, I mean I don't know if I told you this, but my sister got such good grades in middle school that they thought that my parents were doing her homework.
Really?
Yeah, and my parents were like, "Why would we do one kid's homework and not the others? John's getting terrible grades," and they were like, they just didn't, and they took it so far that they refused to give her any academic awards at her graduation because they thought.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, because they thought that she was cheating. And the thing is, I read some of like the writing assignments she would turn in. They were so good. It was crazy.
You think she wrote it?
Yeah, no, she
Like
definitely
without
wrote.
any help and stuff.
No,
like that?
my mom wouldn't. Because the thing is, I read it with my mom, and she was like, "Holy shit, this is insane."
What's she trying to do when she's older?
Well, right now she's a art and philosophy double major. What I think she's gonna do is she's either gonna be an artist or do hospital management like my aunt does.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucked up that they didn't give her the.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember you told me that too.
Yeah, my mom was like crying at her graduation because she had like straight A's, and they wouldn't give her anything.
Didn't they do that to someone in our class?
They might have.
I think they pick like who they like there.
No, they do.
Yeah.
Because Mrs. Cohen told James Coolman that he was worthless.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember it was like my freshman year of high school. And I came home and like I was talking to him, or I was talking to somebody. I think it was Ben Coolman came, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Dude, James came home and he did something wrong."
Oh yeah,
And
didn't he come home and say like, "Mom, I'm worthless"?
Yeah,
or
no,
some shit like that.
He came home and he did something wrong, and his mom was like, I'm so disappointed in you. Like, why did you do this?" And he goes, "It's okay, I'm worthless." And she was like, "Why would you say something like that?" And he goes, "Mrs. Cohen told me I am."
What grade was he in? Because that seems like something a
fifth
kid.
grade.
Yeah, it seems like something like a child would repeat. Like, "Oh, I'm worthless."
Yeah, but like she said that to him. The thing is, like, I never liked her. My mom never liked her because apparently she was rude to me. I mean, I don't remember.
I didn't like her in 5th grade, but then as time went on, she became like one of my like favorite teachers.
Yeah.
I like her a lot now. She's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I really didn't spend that much time with her or like talk to her that much. I do. I just remember the nuns being so weird.
Yeah.
They said like
They have like a budget now at that school. Like,
what do you mean?
the soccer team gets to play at PC. Like the
Oh yeah, no, it's become like a rich kid school. Because
Yeah.
when I worked there, I did like maintenance and stuff and like fixing things. And the amount of like bougie ass women that would walk in and be like, I'm here to pick up my son from first grade. I was like,
Yeah,
just
no,
wearing like
because
Versace and like this Prada bag. And I was like, holy fuck.
it became like this whole like money machine.
Yeah.
Like and I think it's because the people who graduated there before donated like millions.
Yeah.
So they like reconstructed the the gym and shit.
And because like a lot of the parents will do these like big construction jobs for free.
Really?
Yeah. No, like the butlers, one of Haley's brothers does like plumbing or something.
Yeah, the Butler and Sons plumbing thing.
Yeah, and he redid the plumbing for like a whole bunch of the school, and a whole lot of the school, and it was like free or like a huge discount.
Bro, when I was there, one time the bubbler stuff came out yellow.
Oh yeah, no, dude, that place is gross.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not anymore.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It was annoying working there, though. Honestly, like,
What'd you do over there?
We just like they would be like, oh, can you hang up this whiteboard? We had to hang up a projector once.
Oh, so it's like handyman shit.
Yeah, just handyman shit.
In the summer, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah.
Didn't Robert's dad help with that too?
Yeah, he did.
Like with the playground.
He helped us do some stuff with the playground. We did some stuff like inside.
His dad knows his shit though about.
Yeah, he does
like the park stuff.
Yeah, because he was Parks and Rec manager for a while, right?
Yeah, like of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude he redid a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's super cool. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
I saw James a few days ago.
I thought he moved.
He did. I guess he's back for a little bit. I don't know, because we were at like a thing for the church, and he was there. And I hadn't seen him forever.
You go to church still?
My parents make me.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't go in Connecticut, and they know that. And I guess they're kind of fine with it. Dude, my girlfriend came she came from New York like last week or this weekend, and she came to church with us, and I was like, oh fuck. She was.
Does
it was
she
fine.
go to church, or she just went because she you had to go?
She just
and then
went
you brought her?
because she really wants my parents to like her. And she doesn't go to church. She like her family is kind of Catholic, but not really, and so they'll make.
That's like my parents. Like they're like kind of Catholic.
Yeah.
They go on like Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not Catholic at all anymore. Like,
Me neither. But it's weird because I'm not one of those people that like they're like fuck that. Like I learned it all.
Yeah.
For like years.
Yeah.
Like
no, because then people try to argue with me and like pretend like, oh, you just don't understand it. I was like, both my parents have PhDs in theology, and I've gone to Catholic school for like 14 years.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it really is like it's not just some random decision I made.
Yeah. Like it really is thought through. It just the whole thing just doesn't make sense to me.
It seems like dude, it's like so weird because it's like true. It's like the Bible is like a truly written thing. Yeah. But it's like, I feel like it's more for like metaphorical.
Yeah. I
purposes.
think it's like entirely metaphorical. I don't know. Because
weird.
it's if you think about it, like if you really try to remove yourself from the situation and realize that there's just out of all of the books in that time period, we've just picked one and we're like, okay, this unravels all of existence and we should do everything it says.
Yeah.
Like it just
isn't
doesn't
the Bible
make any
like
sense.
a group of multiple books from like across like years?
Yeah, it is. But like other stuff from then it talks about like witches and shit. You know, like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I like literally think they were on drugs.
Oh no, I think so too, because I'm pretty sure that's around the time that opium was discovered.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like,
well, there's like this.
I can't remember exactly, but I think my mom talked about that.
There's like this theory I saw of like, you know, like the burning bush story where like Moses talks to God in a burning bush. That is like, I forgot what country that was, like present day
Israel?
Possibly, but it's like where like DMT can grow.
Can you imagine how that'd be
Like
so
if
funny.
Moses, could he said he talked to God,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
people on like DMT say that shit.
that's so funny. Yeah, I mean it's possible. You know how they have DMT vape pens now?
Really?
Yeah, my friend hit one the other day.
What?
Yeah, no,
Wait. What?
it gets you like super high for about 15 minutes, and then
Well, isn't that what DMT? I've seen like videos of people on it because in what country? Netherlands.
yeah,
Not only do they allow a lot of drugs, they like educate their population on it.
yeah,
And there's a YouTube channel sponsored by like the Netherlands like government of these dudes who just try drugs, but
Yeah.
like also teach about them. And like the dude took DMT in like a controlled environment, and he just like for like I think like 14 minutes just like lays down,
yeah.
and then he just like gets back up and he's like, "Holy shit." He's like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, no, because it's the high is only
would
about
the-
15 minutes.
Would the vape pen do the same effects?
I think so. Because I know another kid that took it. The first time he took it, he was on a frozen lake.
Really?
Yeah, and he just like he was walking around on a frozen lake with a couple of his friends, and he was just out of his mind for 15 minutes.
You can walk on it?
Yeah, he lives in.
I thought it was like more of like a thing where,
No,
where
you-
like
no,
you
you
can't
could-
even like move. Like I thought you kind of just
I think
lay there.
I think it's like any drug. It depends on how much you take.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, if you smoke enough weed, you can't get up.
'Cause
like
I heard that the whole goal is like to have a breakthrough. And
Yeah.
Like, and if you don't
Yeah.
take enough, or if you kind of like pass out a bit before you take enough like hits of it, you like won't have like a breakthrough where you like learn stuff about yourself.
yeah,
So like, I don't know. That shit's scary.
yeah. No, it is scary. I know.
It sounds
I know
like it would
people
fuck
who have
me up
had
if I ever did that.
like realizations on shrooms and stuff.
Yeah,
Those I think are like kind of
it's like a
Kinda
light
crazy.
version of DMT.
yeah.
It's like the
Because
beginner
shrooms,
edition.
like, if you do research on them, they're not actually that scary. It's just that people do them when they're depressed, and I've heard that if you do them when you're depressed, you get really really sad, and it's like really.
Because
not
doesn't
safe.
it don't shrooms just emphasize whatever you're already feeling?
They
Like, to
do,
the,
and
like, max?
there's a chemical in them. I forget what it's called, but you can like rewrite part of your brain. So if you have if you have like an anxiety attack on shrooms, you
Yeah.
can like make your brain like permanently prone to anxiety.
Yeah, I also aren't. I don't know if it was shrooms or DMT, but there was people who quit smoking
Yeah, and I know
Like
I know
cigarettes.
some guy who did shrooms, and he said,
and they like never wanted to smoke a cigarette again.
yeah, no, because it can like rewrite parts of your brain, and
What does that mean?
I'm not really sure. I think it just like I
Like-
actually have no idea.
Like, is it like when you dream and while you're sleeping, like your brain connects like different things so that when you're awake the next day, you can apply that knowledge? Is it like kind of like that?
It might be. Because I know some guy who did shrooms, and before he did shrooms, he would always leave dirty dishes in the sink, and like
Yeah,
he
you
would never
can't
clean up
anymore.
after. And then ever since this one shroom trip, he just has to clean his dishes. It's really weird.
Damn.
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, "Are you a messy person?" He goes, "Yeah." One day after my shroom trip, I just couldn't be messy anymore. But obviously, it can go the other way too. If you're a super clean person and you do shrooms
Seems
and
like-
you like have a bad high, you could just like leave shit all over the place now.
It seems like you better be like damn sure you're ready to like.
Yeah,
take
no,
it.
you like.
It seems like
yeah.
that kind of thing. Like you better be damn sure because it seems like something that will
'Cause
really like
yeah.
emphasize.
That's why you're not allowed to drive a school bus if you've ever taken acid.
Yeah, I've
And
heard about that.
you have to like
Why? Because you
Because you can
trip again.
yeah, you can have flashbacks. I one of my roommates this year in college, we went outside to just hang out, and he like because it stays in your spine. He cracked his back and he had a flashback, and he's like, "I need to go to my room. I'm totally freaking out right now."
A flashback of
Like a flashback to like a bad acid trip.
where he cracked his. Wait, did he actually crack his spine? Or he
No,
thought
he
did?
just like cracked his back, like people do.
Oh.
Yeah, and he didn't like.
and then
he
he
didn't
got
break
like this
anything.
whole flashback.
Yeah, and so like and you can have trip flashbacks up to like I can't remember the number of years, but I feel like I heard like it was 20 years up until
I've done like a lot of. It's like that's like the drug. Who's yelling, bro?
I don't know. Hopefully, no one close to my car.
Yeah. No, it's the neighbors. They like throw parties every day. Not in here, like across the street. That's like the drug I've like looked up the most because it's really interesting, like LSD.
Yeah, well, because they
I
used
wouldn't
to
do
like
it, but it's like very interesting.
because the CIA used to
I've
try
seen
and
that.
yeah, the
And
MK Ultra.
they
that stuff
revealed
is
that.
so crazy.
The CIA like or whatever it was revealed like documents and stuff, and
Yeah, because it becomes declassified after like 50 years, right?
yeah, and they were just fucking drugging random people.
Yeah, they tried to completely erase somebody's memory with acid. That is beyond
That's
fucked
like a
up.
lobotomy. But,
It's a
like,
lobotomy, but like more traumatic, probably.
no, and it was random people,
Yeah,
and it was just they just declassified it like recently.
yeah. There's stuff like that with like Nazis. I don't know if this is entirely true, but there was like Nazi scientists where there was like a debate on
Well-
whether we should use their research or not because they got it so
Yeah.
unethically.
Yeah, no, not Nazis. I've read about that too. Like they did experiments on like a lot of shit because,
Yeah.
but it was like so inhumane.
Yeah,
Like they would like torture. They would like give two twins like some like drug or something. They would torture one and see if the other one like knows.
oh my gosh, yeah, that's
It's like shit like that, and like they would try to change eye color and like all this other random shit.
that must have been not good.
Yeah. The thing with the LSD is I'm pretty sure the US found out that another country like obtained like an insane amount of LSD and they didn't know why. And then the US responded in like the US type way where
Will
they
we
just
buy even more LSD?
Yeah, they also just bought a bunch. And they were like didn't know why that other country bought it and they just bought it. And they were like doing experiments with it.
Huh.
Well, because imagine you got it to a point where like you can actually like erase someone's mind. Imagine that, and like it all goes back to like military.
Yeah.
Like they would use that in the military.
Yeah, dude, that was one of the things that. So I dropped my mechanical engineering major, and that was part of like I realized that a lot of like this is like not an exaggeration at all. A lot of mechanical engineering degrees they make you do like this kind of really unethical shit for the military.
Yeah, it's
Like,
all
it- like-
for like military stuff.
Yeah, a couple of my friends go and work at like Sikorsky, and they're just like building these like crazy attack helicopters and shit.
Yeah.
Where
And
they,
it's just
you
to
know,
like flex most
it's
of
just
the
like
time
just-
that like we have it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think there's reasons because other countries also just keep doing the same thing we do,
Yeah.
where we just keep developing and developing. And so if we stop, then
Well,
we're probably a little fucked because
have you-
somebody else is
yeah.
going to have like vastly superior firepower and then we're screwed.
Have you seen like fucking Kim Jong Un's like videos he drops?
No, I haven't.
Bro, he'll drop like it seems like a comedy movie almost. Like he'll drop videos. You know, like in the movies when you see someone like reloading guns and blah 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 blah. Like they'll like
Yeah.
reload guns, put them on their back,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like shit, like the montage scene. He has some shit like that with like nukes,
Jesus Christ.
where it like has like a countdown and it shows all the nukes he has and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he like put it up
Yeah.
online, and it looks like a fucking trailer for like a shitty action movie.
I just keep thinking of The Interview. That was such a funny time
Yeah.
period.
What didn't he get mad and like
He got
attack a theater?
pissed.
Yeah.
He was like,
That dude's such a joke.
he's
He's
so,
gonna like attack us now.
yeah. Jeez.
What's like the, because you mentioned like the flashback thing and stuff, and like he had a flashback and
Oh
like,
yeah.
what's like the most like surprising thing or like pain you've ever been in?
The most pain I've ever been in.
Either pain or like surprising thing where it's like holy shit, like most dramatic story or pain
Just in general or with
in general. Like a
um,
topic change.
yeah. The most. I don't know. I feel like I've had some fucked up things happen. Not like terribly, because I know people, and it's like it's hard to you can't really compare this kind of thing, But I know people who have had like the shittiest lives where just like thing after thing happens to them and it's so bad.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to. I'm trying to get the echo thing back.
Because I lost it.
Echo. Fuck. Oopsies.
Oh.
Testing.
Yeah. He's
I'm
back.
trying to. Echo.
Oh.
Echo. That's what I was trying to get back. Okay. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Hello?
Oh, that's cool.
Shit.
Feels like really
Hello?
huge room.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Anyways. Oh, cool.
Yeah, close enough.
Is it still on?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go. The most pain I've ever the most pain I've ever experienced. Geez, I don't even know. I've had a pretty easy life, honestly.
What's the
I think about that
luckiest you've
sometime.
ever been?
The luckiest I've ever been.
Since it seems like you're pretty lucky.
I mean, I honestly think that just like the life that I was just born into.
If you're born like post year 2000 in America, you're pretty like
You're
set.
you're doing pretty good. No, because
Like
I think
if you're just born
I think we
here,
always forget how shitty life can be. Like the thing is, I work at
imagine being born pre-internet.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Well, the thing is, like I work with these people at Domino's, and I am like the
Rosie
I am
worked at Domino's.
I am like the only person in that fucking room who is not like struggling to support their family. Like all these people, like there's some high school kids who are just fucking around, and like the managers have salaries, so they're usually good. But there are people in there who are like taking deliveries and praying for good tips because they need to feed their kids. Damn. And like I've never even come close to that. And like I feel like I'm so lucky. Like that
really is a good perspective.
Yeah.
So people like don't take that perspective.
No, they don't. And like I'm super lucky because my parents bought me my car. My parents like pay for a lot of shit because I'm like the career that I've chosen. I need a lot of time to practice, and so I don't always have enough time to work and practice. And so like for a few years, I need like some support so I can get a job, and then I'll be fine, and I'll probably pay my parents back for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm super lucky. Like that car downstairs, like I love that car. It's like the best car I could have gotten in my situation, and I didn't pay a cent for it.
Yeah.
And like,
How do you feel about like the people who like don't acknowledge that?
I
like some people go around like it's theirs, like their money. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah, no. And the thing is, like I legit, every time not every time because that it's kind of unhealthy to feel that way, but like a lot of times when I'm driving my car, I like realize that like I didn't pay for this. I didn't pay a single cent, and like I take super good care of it, and like a lot of things in my life, like my flute is like really expensive.
Yeah.
My flute costs a
like
little bit less than twice as much as my car. Like it's
how much is a flute?
It's I'm not gonna say how much mine is, but flutes can be like a professional flute start at about $15,000 and top out about $50,000.
Yeah.
And mine is like
So I'm guessing people like
closer to the
lease
low
them
end.
Sometimes. Is that a thing?
you can't really, but people finance them.
Oh, okay.
And so like my flute I put because I'm in the process right now of getting a new one because I tried this new one out because my flute was getting fixed and they gave me this one to play while they were fixing it, and I really liked it, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna sell my old one and buy this one, and so I'm in the process of doing that right now.
Where do you sell it? Just to like another musician who wants it like locally?
Yeah, I'm giving it to. Well, it would be easier if it was locally, because I'm selling it through this flute shop and they get 25% commission, which is a lot.
That's a lot of money. But then again, like who's gonna buy?
Yeah, nobody buys from private sellers because it's not a good idea. Because people can give you a shit instrument and then you're fucked. Like imagine dropping like 16 grand on something and then finding out that it does. It's like it's like a car.
Yeah.
It's like you drop 16 grand on a car and then find out the engine is like 2 days away from exploding.
Yeah.
And so there was no way I could sell it privately. Like it just wouldn't happen. And so my only option is to sell it at the shop, and so they can set the commission as high as they want.
Is that them taking advantage?
I mean, it's a little bit them cornering the market because they definitely know that you can't sell it anywhere else. But
I guess it's like they're giving that value.
Yeah,
like,
I also can't. I'm just not going to complain. Like I might be able to be like, hey guys, this is ridiculously high, because the thing is like they're going to make maybe $4 grand for literally taking a picture of
like
my
being a
flute and
middleman.
typing it into the
That's
system.
what happens when you become like the governor of like a certain, like if you're like the person everyone looks to as like, oh, I have to buy this. Where do I go? And they go to like that person. They can pretty much do whatever they want.
Yeah. I mean, it's like food at a movie
That's like
theater.
what real estate is too. Like
Really?
if there's a real estate agent that like everyone trusts,
Yeah.
like it's like, and you want them to sell your house, they can find someone like ASAP.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the quality of real estate agent, like
Yeah.
they can take however big a commission they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to get into real estate
Me
investing.
too. Like really bad.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I can't even pay for a flute.
Exactly.
Like, how am I going to drop, $100 grand on a shitty house in Central Falls?
Me and this producer friend I have, we're talking about like, I was like, I wonder what, like, he knows a lot of stuff. I was like, what's the most, like, if all you cared about was money, like what would be the way to make money? And he was like, it's real estate.
Yeah.
And I was
it
like,
is.
why don't as many people do it? And then he said like he wondered the same thing, so he researched it. And it's literally just because like you need a lot of capital up front.
Yeah. You
It's
need a
just
lot of
like-
capital, and it's kind of scary.
It's a lot of upfront work.
Yeah, because you have to do work yourself. Because my roommate's girlfriend's mom, like, flips houses like crazy, and he was telling me about it a few days ago. And she owns like 5 houses right now, all in Cape Cod.
It's cool because you can own a house and like you can like this house that we're in right now. Like if my landlord wanted to, he could be living on the first floor
Yeah,
for free.
yeah,
But like he owns a lot of properties in this neighborhood. But it's cool. I want to be able to do it. But
if you charge for people to live in there, so you make money off rent, and usually it appreciates. Like this house, dude, in like 10 years,
it goes up.
people are gonna be crawling over themselves to buy this house.
Yeah, people like
yeah, because this is a nice apartment. Like the floors are super nice, the kitchen's really nice.
Yeah.
Everything's nice.
it's weird. It's like real estate's cool.
Yeah.
The thing about like, so how do you feel about the people who like kind of like don't acknowledge that, like they, like for example, I was at Nitro working and they were like,
Wait, really?
yeah, and like,
That's not funny.
and they treat people like everyone's like below them.
Oh, they're super rich now.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
you
like
see the shit they put on their Instagram stories.
No, I don't follow either of them.
Oh my god,
but
dude!
it's
Because
like,
they're I'm not gonna. Their dad just bought a really expensive car, and I was just like, and they're just flexing it on their story. I was like, damn, bro. I was like,
wait, what car? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah. Actually, I mean, I don't think it's. I think it's like 180 something like that, which is
Still.
high as fuck. I mean, for most people, that's like completely unreachable.
But those two are like people who act like they like earn that money.
Yeah,
themselves
no,
or some shit. It's like,
yeah. The thing is, I'm
so also
fortunate
those people
enough-
act like money makes them better than you.
Yeah,
It's like, damn.
I'm also fortunate enough to have like really good friends for the most part, and like a lot of my
Yeah.
friends don't like my friends who have money don't. They either made it themselves, and the ones that they either made it themselves, and the ones that didn't like are appreciative. Like
like aware.
my neighbors, like they go to Boston College basically for free, but they don't hold that over people. Like they go to college for free because their dad works there. But they also fucking earned it. Like they have really good grades, and they got into that school completely on merit. My friend from Hendricken, he he came from a wealthy family, but he got a job at an airport, started like refueling planes, and worked his way all the way up to like, you know, he sells airplanes now. He sells private charters and fuel, and makes a fuck ton of money. I went to go visit him in Arizona. I drove his Audi S5 around for a while. But the thing is, like, he doesn't act like a douchebag because he has money.
Yeah.
He and even the money that he does have, he earned 100% of it. His parents didn't really help him at all. I mean, they helped him a little bit. They helped him pay for college, which he can probably do by himself now.
Yeah.
But like you know, you made all your own money. Like you know, you didn't.
Well, obviously, like, just because my family was like, it's a weird mix of like, it's your money, but there was also expenses you didn't have to make just because your family provided stuff.
Exactly.
For you. But you just have to acknowledge it. One of my friends at Nitro, one of the customers, he flies planes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. Planes are some of the most expensive things.
It seems like some shit you would do.
I would, maybe, if I had any money at all.
Yeah,
because it's
like
obscenely expensive. You have to. It's like I'm not gonna make up numbers. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is really expensive to not only get and then keep a pilot's license.
I think getting it, isn't it like? I think it is like.
I think it's like 5,000 or 10,000.
Yeah, I looked it up once.
Yeah,
I was like, I want one.
Yeah, it's really.
Well, same with skydiving license, because I wanted to get a skydiving license, and you need like, it's not 10,000. You need like 10,000 over time because you have to have gear and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like 3,000 for the license, and then like you need like a certain amount of jumps.
Yeah, getting into
like,
anything is expensive.
Yeah, it's all like an investment.
Yeah, and you have to like learn the basics and like get set up. Because I over the past like year or so, I've really gotten into like super high quality headphones and shit.
Yeah,
and like I think it's the coolest thing in the world. But like even getting into it, like my setup is about $500, and like that was
what you use.
I have Hi-Fi Man Sundaras, and I run them out of a FIO K5 Pro amplifier.
Yeah,
and so like they're super good. Like relative to like AirPods and shit, like it doesn't even sound like you're doing the same thing.
Does it make you? Is it like the type of thing where you can't go back?
I mean, I don't. I try not to get that picky, but the thing is, like, AirPods. Honestly, like AirPods Pro are pretty good, and so like if I use those, I don't
for what
feel
they
terrible.
are, yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, if somebody puts like a pair of shitty headphones on my head. And they're like, oh, listen to music in these. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this isn't good.
Yeah. Well, some headphones are shitty in a way where they don't enhance music and stuff because it's like monitoring headphones.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
because like these don't need to be super high performance. I just need to be able to hear your voice.
Those are boom. Yeah. Like boom operators use those. Dude, if you see a boom operator in any film thing, I like promise you they'll be wearing those.
Yeah, I've heard of these before.
They're like the most popular. I've never seen a sound person not wear those.
Huh. Yeah.
I've seen editors wear Sennheisers.
Yeah.
The
H600s probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's another super. The one Joe Rogan uses.
He probably uses HG600s.
Some shit like that. Or isn't it like 250s? I don't know.
Oh yeah, there are HG250s too.
Yeah. I don't think the new ones are like as good or something. The reason I got the ones you're wearing over the 250s, if that's what they're called, is because how light they are and the clamp force.
Oh yeah, clamp force
less.
can be a problem on some of them.
Because people get headaches.
Yeah.
Like my head will hurt if the clamp force is too high.
Oh yeah, no, these are like I forget what these headphones are, but they're a Sennheiser. I can't remember what they're called.
It's like HD 20s or something.
Yeah, they're like $160. They're not,
Yeah. No, they're like 100 something. They're like less than that.
Yeah, they probably are less than that.
Those I wore them to see if I wanted it for this, but they were like heavier than these and they squeezed your head more.
Yeah, these are light and very comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, these are something you could wear for quite a long time.
That's probably why boom people use it, because they got like 12-hour days.
Yeah.
Because the film industry is like that.
Yeah, jeez.
Damn.
Yeah. That's one thing about being an orchestral musician that I won't have to deal with is that we have a union, and so they won't like I have to get a break every 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they can't, like musicians like at the Rhode Island Philharmonic is funny because when you go to concerts, you're walking in at the same time as musicians because the the union can't like enforce you to warm up. Like can't force you to warm up. So like they don't have to show up at all before until right before the concert.
Damn.
Yeah. And you know, and
There's-
then they leave right after.
There's unions in film, but it's not as good.
Yeah.
They're like trying to fix it. There's been a lot of protests
Oh really?
and stuff like that. About like the 12-hour days and stuff. I think Disney put off like a shoot because of the protests and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You see that thing with the dude who shot someone?
Which one?
Is it Alec
This is
Baldwin?
America. This
No,
is
no.
one every 5 minutes.
No, but on a movie. Alec Baldwin, right?
No,
You know who Alec Baldwin is?
I think so. Yeah. Maybe I heard a little bit about this.
If it is Alec Baldwin. I'm guessing. But it's just like, it did happen. Like, I don't know if it was.
Just kidding. I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard this
Yeah,
before.
there's like a movie, and like, instead of having a prop gun, they had like a real gun.
Yeah, and he shot somebody.
And he shot the like director of photography, like the cinematographer.
Damn.
And she died. Yeah.
Uh,
And it goes back to him trying to like he was a producer on the film and an actor in it. And then everyone on Reddit, you'll see like, why is he being blamed and not the props artist, blah blah blah, and like the gun person, like I forgot what the gun person's called. But like he was the producer on the film and he was like trying to cut corners. Like
Yeah.
that's what happens when you try to cut corners, like, and you like don't give
Yeah.
like safety enough of a budget.
There was when I was a sophomore. For anybody who goes to University of Hartford that listens to this, you're about to learn something. When I was a sophomore, we had Acceptance Students Day, and so, you know, a bunch of kids were there, you know, touring the school, and over on campus, like in the villages, there was a group of like actor training majors
Yeah.
that were practicing a scene, and in the middle of the scene, this dude that I had lunch with, by the way, like I met this kid and knew him, and like he would say hi to me if I saw him. This dude in the middle of the scene, he was holding a knife. He was supposed to pretend stab this other
A
kid.
real knife.
Yeah, he was holding a real knife, and he was supposed to pretend stab this other
And he
kid.
actually
He wasn't
stabbed him.
gonna do it. He was just like gonna poke him or something like that. And like right before the moment where he was supposed to stab them, this kid had like a crazy freak out and just actually stabbed him. He stabbed two kids.
Why do you have a freak out?
I don't know. Apparently, he was like under a lot of stress because he could barely afford school or something. I can't remember
okay.
exactly what was going on, but I knew people that like were really close to him and they were really upset about it because he stabbed these two people and he ran out of the building and then like hid in the forest for a few hours and public safety was trying to find him. The cop showed up. It was crazy.
And they
the
found
whole
them.
yeah
Was
the
there
whole
a lockdown? I'm guessing.
yeah
or
the
some
whole
shit?
campus was locked down. I was in the music school at the time and I was hanging out in one of the practice rooms. And then my friends and I all got into one practice room because we were like sitting there for like 3 hours just waiting for them to catch this kid.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, the same shit like happens on much larger budgets where like
Yeah.
it like trickles down. Like they keep trying to save money, and then like the prop person doesn't have enough time, or like blah blah, and like then like someone gets shot, or like
Yeah.
or like something doesn't get sandbagged, and then it like falls on someone.
Damn.
That's like at my old job. Like people would get hurt because they like cut so many corners.
Really?
Dude, my old job, you know, they released like a video, like not that didn't make any sense. Like people who used to work there, right?
Yeah.
Someone, it's like an anonymous person. It wasn't me. I wish it was, but like they released this video that said like, stay away from. Can I say that? Yeah, probably. It said like, stay away from steer, and like that's the name of the company. And you click on the video, it's still up, and it just like was like, you know, like the Star Wars credits.
Yeah.
They used like a template, so it definitely wasn't me. But it was like a Star Wars credit, just like listing all like the shit that ever happened there. And it was like people got hurt. They would like yell at people for talking to other companies. Bro, they did this thing. The way I found out about it is an anonymous emailed me and goes, watch this video. You were one of the people they had us like stalk or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I swear to God, I have the email, and I pressed the link. I'm like, okay. I pressed the link. I didn't like just press it stupidly though. Like I like made sure it wasn't like some scam thing.
Yeah.
But like I pressed the link and it's like, stay away from steer, Providence, RI, and then like like part of the video is like they would have like the interns. They had this internship program
Yeah.
where they were supposed to like get people real jobs in the film industry. And part of it, like part of the intern thing or something was to make fake emails and fake like numbers with like apps and shit. I don't know. And then pretend you were a potential client and email like other businesses to see like what they're charging and shit like that. And like stuff like that.
What the fuck?
And I yeah. And they were like, he had us like message you asking like your rates and shit, which I don't like answer, but like someone probably did. And they would like ask like people shit like that. One time I got a call and someone asked how much my billboard was, which is a stupid thing to do because it's like
Just call the company
yeah,
that put the
literally
fucking
just
billboard
call
out.
Lamar. It's like the nation's biggest like billboard
Yeah.
company. Just call them. It's like online. People got mad when I put that up.
Yeah, you told me about
Yeah.
that.
But no, that company, like people got hurt. Like they didn't pay, they owe people like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That company's
Isn't
fucked.
that like a thing that's common with like tech companies now?
I think so.
Where they like they
overwork people a lot.
overworked shit. They like don't pay people.
Yeah.
They fuck up all this stuff, and then like, you know, the CEO like steals $5 million and goes off to Bermuda.
Well, the fucking dude bought himself. The reason the girl dropped the video, I think it's the girl. I think they found out who it was. I don't know. The reason the person dropped the video is because the dude, she was like, "Oh, I wasn't gonna post this," but what got my blood boiling is the dude bought a fucking Tesla when she couldn't even afford a car because she was working for like free basically. Like she couldn't even like she would have to like walk to work or some shit like that or like use someone's car, like
Jesus
her family member's
Christ,
car.
dude.
And the dude bought himself a Tesla, like a custom like gray Tesla or some shit. And like she got heated, and then but then after, like 5 days later or some shit, someone else posted a video. This one was a little better. It wasn't made with the template. It was kind of good. But they were talking about like the shit that happened there. And it was like similar shit.
Wow.
The dude one time he made a post like kind of like saying they got on Forbes magazine. And the picture was like in the middle of Forbes magazine, there was like an article about them.
Yeah.
The dude wrote an article about himself and graphic designed it to look like an article. And it was an ad. Like it was like marketing in Forbes magazine. Like he bought ad space and like designed it to look like Forbes wrote an article about him. And then he put the whole page was a picture of his face looking off to the side like some shit like Steve Jobs. Like it looked like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then any comment that brought it up, like, oh, is this an ad? Or like, is this real? They would delete it.
Dude, people are so fucking stupid.
It's so weird.
Like it's the shit that people will do is just insane.
Yeah. But anyways. Thanks for watching the podcast. This is John. This will be posted soon. I'm gonna post the audio today
Okay.
because I mix it all here.
Oh, sick.